Hello there, Jacob Laye here, and welcome back to another video. And for this one, I decided let's re-explore an old classic let's explore an old classic concept for the Jacob Laye brand, and that is to pickle things. Now, if you haven't seen the video that used to be my #1 most popular video on my channel before, I kind of toppled it by re-uploading again for the first time in 2 years. How about let's just move through it just real quickly.
Flashback.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Alright, there you go. Saved you like 3 minutes? Now, if you've seen the title of this video, you know things are about to get buck wild. But before we get to that point, how about I just show you how to make pickles? Or at least the start of the process, because I didn't really go over that very well in either the first video or the video I made reacting to it, because it was the most popular video at the time. So, let's go do that, shall we?
The start to any good pickle recipe is a brine made from equal parts vinegar and distilled water, which you will then combine into a saucepan for easy mixing. My recipe calls for 2 cups each, so all measurements will be according to that. After that, you will add half a cup of granulated sugar, or 1/8 of the total liquid volume, to the saucepan. Once that's been added, you will add 1/4 of a cup of salt, which, thankfully, does not need to be recorded. Thanks, past me. Once the ingredients have been added to the saucepan, you will then put it on the stove and begin to heat it in order to incorporate the ingredients better. That is, if you can manage to use the stove properly. There we go. While this has been happening, and also not recorded at the start, is you should have your pickle jars placed into a pot of boiling water in order to disinfect them from any contaminants you don't want in the pickling process. After they've been boiled, you will then evacuate them to a nearby place for later use, using, hopefully, a tool. In my case, I decided to use tongs. Whoops. Eventually, you will come up with a system and technique of how to pull the jars out of the water using tongs, instead of just letting the boiling water cool down like a normal person. Once you have all the jars out and you're like me and still trying to use tongs to pull the lids out of the boiling water instead of just letting the water cool down like a normal person, you will continue to struggle like this for a while. But remember, don't put your hands in the boiling water. Seriously, don't do that. Just let the water cool down like a normal person. I better not catch you putting your hands in boiling water because of this video. Finally, after a long and arduous process of using tongs to pull jars and lids out of boiling water, you will have all the things necessary in order to begin the pickling process with the brine you totally didn't forget about.
Now that you have slightly more knowledge about pickling, you can really understand the concepts of what's going on. But, of course, now we have to get to the buck wild part, because it's me, and it always gets buck wild. Yes, those items are what I'm going to be eating today. So what I have right here down below to my left, as tends to be the theme for these trying things videos, I have all 5 of the items that I decided to pickle and jar to see how would the pickling process affect them. Let's go ahead and start with the first item that I pickled, the one that I'm thinking won't be so awful, apple slices. So let's just, oh yeah, that was a nice, you know when they're sealed when you undo it and just get a nice pop of the lid. So let's take this thing out. I should have had a trash can right next to me, but oh well. And we take a look at these pickled apples. So the apples that I decided would be the ones I pickle, I didn't choose for any particular reason. I chose them because they were the first ones I saw at Walmart. So these are pickled pink ladies. Ooh, yeah, it just dripped on the floor. Oh god. Honestly, it's not a bad smell. It really isn't. I guess bon appetit to me. Okay. So, a couple notes. I was right in that it wasn't as awful as I thought it would be. Really, it's just like a pickled apple flavor. That's really all it is. It's just a sour apple, which it's not the worst thing. It reminds me of apple cider vinegar, which if you haven't drinking that before, don't do that. It's gross on its own. Yeah, I would say that pickled apples are pretty successful. Moving on to the next item on the agenda, we have pickled banana slices. I decided to slice these up in the same way you would do pickle chips because I figured that because the banana shape is roughly the same as a cucumber, like a regular cucumber that you would get from the garden, that maybe this would be okay. I don't know. Let's undo it. There's the snap again. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh lord. This is difficult. This is difficult to pull out. This is, oh god. Got a clump. Oh Jesus Christ. This is what it looks like when you pickle banana chips. It's dripping onto my microphone. Do is what you do with pickled foods, and I can't decide if I hate that or not. The banana skin peel is very much what absorbed the flavor of the, what's it called? The brine. So let me try just the banana bits. I don't think I hate that. It's weird. It is weird, but it works. What? I don't know how to describe it because the flavor of the banana is basically gone. There's like a tiniest hint of banana sweetness still in there, but the brine has basically just kicked it out and it's gone. So honestly, I would count that as 2 for 2 out of these things. My body is slowly hating me. I can already feel it in my gut. On to the third item, which slightly scares me, but it slightly scares me because I can see chunks of the fat, I think, floating in here. It's a chuck steak. Oh, yep, it did not properly seal. Your steaks should not look like this. It's gray, it should be thoroughly cooked because of that. There's still fat that is just very clearly... Oh wait, no, there's bits of it that are raw, I think, unless that's just uncooked fat. I don't know. This might be the worst thing here. I mean, it's not. It's not going to be. I can guarantee that, considering what's coming in the next two, but... Oh, Jesus. Pickled meat, I guess. Huh. Okay. That is, so far, the least... I guess, strong flavor. It's the least hardest to consume. It's... I actually quite like that. I didn't expect to come out of this video finding a new way to prepare steak that I would like. I think a good way of, I guess, making this better would be to do this, first off, do it in a larger jar than what I did. You would do it in a larger jar so you get the entire steak in there. Probably do it for less time than I did, because these have been sitting in the fridge for like a week. You would do all of that, and then you would take the steak out, and then you would toss it onto a cast iron skillet, and then you would finish cooking it. You would give it a nice good sear, a nice crust. I don't hate that. In fact, I'm just going to finish eating this. I'm starting to think I should have saved that for after those so that I would have something good to eat. Crap. Okay, we're getting to the part of the video where it's scary. It's scary. I have no other ways to describe it. It's scary. This is pickled. This is pickled corn dog. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to eat these two things separate. So this is the dog itself. Much like the steak, which I guess I should have assumed from that, the dog and the corn dog itself is fine. It's just meat, slightly vinegary, slightly brine. So what I'm really curious about what the pickles? I went into this video expecting to be grossed out, nearly vomiting. What the pickle? Oh. What the pickle? At this point, I'm starting to think I just like vinegar way too much, and that apparently, if I put on everything, I'm gonna like the pickle flavor of it. So I guess that's 4 for 4 now on things being good when I pickle them. This video wasn't entertaining at all. Alright, let's get to the big mamba jamba, the one I'm fearing the most. Pickled honey buns.
Here comes a mighty warrior!
Oh, it's sealed properly, thank God. Thank God, I thought it'd be a whole lot more worse than what it would actually be. You know, pickling honey buns. Ugh. Ugh. This is what I'm doing now. Eating a pickled honey bun, or part of it at least. You know what, I'm going in with confidence. Everything up to this point has been good. So why shouldn't this be good? It's just pickled bread with honey. It should be good.
It was at this moment that he knew. He picked up.
Ugh. Okay, I'm sure you saw it on my face. No, it was not good. Pickled honey buns, after I'm done recording this, going straight in the garbage. Overall, though, I would say that this video has proven more successful than failure. Because, hey, 4 out of 5 things that ended up tasting good when pickled. I'll take that as a success. Will I end up pickling any of these things again? Probably not. It took way more effort than it possibly should have, and I could, with any of these things, just eat it or cook it how I normally do. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and maybe subscribe. Maybe I can do this again in the future, pickle more items. And, well, I hope to see you next time for whatever video I decide to upload next. Anyway,